Let's take a look at what's in store as we head into the weekend. Everybody excited for the weekend? Probably not as excited about what's in store weather-wise with a return of January weather for the first weekend in May. Rain heavy at times tomorrow, especially the first half of the day, but then we're down to off and on showers in the afternoon. But it's going to be breezy and much colder. We showed you that departure from our average high temperatures a little bit earlier. It's going to be dry, but still cool on Sunday, and then we warm up again as we head through next week. So we got a lot to talk about. Let us start with the rain, which is going to be approaching as we head through tonight, moving into the North Bay right around the time the sun is coming up on the Saturday. And we're going to see that rain spreading quickly across the Bay Area. This is going to be a fast mover, but you see those yellows and oranges embedded on the radar simulation. That indicates some heavier rainfall rates that don't linger too long in any particular spot, so there's no real major flooding concerns with this system. But it is going to drop a half an inch to an inch of rain within the course of about 6 hours in any particular spot. And then we're down to those lingering off and on showers that are still going to be possible tomorrow evening, but they'll be pretty few and far between. And then we're into a calmer pattern as we head through the second half of the weekend on Sunday, even sunshine breaking through those clouds. Another estimate of how much rain we're going to see. This is the more traditional view as opposed to what we saw earlier. Anywhere from, well, maybe less than a half inch of rain in some of the rain shadowed spots, but generally about a half an inch to 1 inch of total rainfall. This essentially represents the entirety of what we would expect on average in the month of May. And again, it's going to happen over the course of about 6 hours or so. And this is going to be a snowmaker in the Sierra. The snow level's dropping down to around 4,000 feet. Total snow that falls is going to equate to about 10 to 20 inches worth, but a lot of it's going to melt as it hits. So we're talking about maybe 5 or 6 inches at lake level, closer to a foot or even more than that, some of the higher elevations, and definitely tricky travel conditions on US 50 and I-80. Looking outside right now, temperatures you would never guess that this is on the way. There's the fog hanging out along the coast. Upper 50s in San Francisco, low 60s in Oakland, but still low to mid 70s inland. And we're not going to fall that far later on tonight as the clouds spread in, acting like a blanket, holding some warmth near ground level. We drop down to the low to mid 50s by early tomorrow morning. The problem is we just don't warm up very much. Here's a look at tomorrow's forecast high temperatures and the departure from average. 60 degrees in San Jose, 12 degrees below normal. That's going to be the warm spot around the Bay Area. Only 57 degrees inland in the East Bay. Temperatures in the 50s area wide, only mid 50s along the coast for Half Moon Bay. Temperatures, this is basically equivalent to New Year's weekend when temperatures are supposed to be in the mid to upper 50s. And those are the coldest average high temperatures that we get at any time of the year. And this is what we're going to see for just one day for the middle of spring. This is a very unusual weather pattern. We are going to have some gusty winds rolling through as well, and that's going to both accompany the rain as it moves in, but also behind the cold front driving the rain. 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts are going to be common throughout the day, finally starting to die down after the sun goes down tomorrow evening. So it is just going to be a generally raw day overall, but there is that warming trend that kicks in once we get past the middle of next week. In fact, already back to near average temperatures by Tuesday, and then we're up into the 80s inland Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's not a typo. We're talking about upper 80s in the forecast by Friday of next week. So that is a climb, a 30-degree difference from Saturday to the following Friday. Temperatures around the Bay also climb, but not quite that much, more closer to a 20-degree difference from Saturday to the next Friday. Temperatures even along the coast are going to be warming up after several days in the 50s, back up into the middle portion of the 60s by Thursday and Friday with plenty of sunshine. So just think those warm, sunny, happy thoughts on a cold, wet, windy Saturday.